the Single and Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima, and I'm a matchmaker and dating coach at Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette. I'm also the founder of Single and Stilettos. Today we have on our show David Crowther, and he's a dating consultant for men, and I'm so excited to have him here today because he's got the inside scoop on men. But before we jump into our topic of the number one thing a man wants in a woman, David, I would love for you to tell our audience a little bit about you and how you became a dating consultant, because I know you didn't go to college for this.
If only there was a class in college for this. They got my MBA in dating. No, I did not. I legitimately, like most people, I was kind of just coasting by in life. I wasn't very happy with many things. I was just focusing on career and academia in the hopes that that would just pay off. And I kind of got jolted awake when I saw one of my friends came to town and he changed 3 guys' lives just right in front of me. And I was like, I have to get involved with this. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how much it costs. I know you're from America and I live in England right now, but I have to get in on this. And I did. And it seems to work out. I've helped hundreds and thousands of guys at this point, so I'm pretty stoked. Yeah.
And he helped himself, ladies, because he is married, so it works. Well, awesome.
Although my wife claims she got me, so don't know if that counts.
Well, yes and no, right?
Okay, yeah. I'll take it.
Okay, so David, tell us the number one thing a man wants in a woman. And before you answer that, I want to say, take out physical looks, because I already know, and my audience knows, or maybe they don't know, ladies, physical looks are the number one thing. But I'm talking in quality, the number one quality that a woman should have in order to get a man. So what is it, David?
It's an interesting question. Mm-hmm. And I feel the need to rely on that old interviewer's trick of answering the question I wish I'd gotten rather than the one I was asked. And what I mean by that is, when you're looking for that one thing, it really is going to vary guy to guy. Some men love to be challenged. Some men love to be nurtured or taken care of. Depends on whether they're a traditional guy and they just want someone who's going to look after them, or they're a very modern guy and they want someone who's going to be an equal partner. There's been various studies that show that some guys really struggle with the equal partner stuff and some guys really struggle with being in traditional relationship roles. Mm-hmm. But I think the real question is, what's the one part of you that you absolutely have to have a guy be okay with in order for him to be worth your time and your investment of time? Because for most people, the guys are going to vary. There's always going to be those big lists of like sense of humor, mm-hmm. Intelligence, mm-hmm. adventurous, spontaneous. There's all these qualities that can vary, but ultimately, if you really know what that one part of you is that you cherish the most, and you can get a guy to really, really see that in you, mm-hmm. and really appreciate that and acknowledge that part of you, then I think you're going to be at least halfway there, if not more.
So you're saying if a guy doesn't appreciate that one thing about you, then he's the wrong man for you.
I should definitely preface this with, I'm not talking about beliefs, necessarily, because beliefs, they change as we age, the ideologies change. So it's not about the machinery and our ideology. It's about something that is innately us. And we all have these things that we just think, this is so me. This is something that's so important to me. And for me, I have to have someone who's willing to put up with my sense of humor.
Right.
It's that simple. I love to joke. I don't like to take things seriously. I couldn't be with someone who was very much a stern, like,
serious person.
Serious, yeah. They just didn't have much time for. But I know other people who they are very serious, and they want someone who's, like a power couple.
Right.
They want someone who can match their intensity for life and business or whatever it is. So.
Well, you bring up a really great point, because with yourself, in having a great sense of humor, is you need someone that appreciates that, because that's a part of you and it's a part of your personality, and it's not something that you're going to change that
it's not something that every person could appreciate. And that's why I was thinking, when you gave me this question, I'm like, well, what if you have that quality, but the guy, intelligence is so a guy might love intelligence, but not your type of intelligence.
That's true.
There's common sense and there's university or college educated, and they can be very different things. Mm-hmm. So you need someone who is able to get your particular type of awesome.
That is very true. That's a really, really great point. So, ladies, while we didn't answer it directly, I think David really gave you a good idea of the number one thing that a man really wants in a woman. And if that's what's important to you and he can't appreciate that, then that's the wrong man for you.
He's not your guy.
So, exactly. So, David, these have been some great tips. So tell our audience how they can find you.
I have a podcast, Men's Survival Guide to Women, in which we help guys, because guys can be just as crazy and neurotic as anyone. I mean, actually, I think guys might be worse than women half the time, because they have a very practical mindset of, I must fix this, coupled with a, I'm scared. And it doesn't manifest well, and a reluctance to talk about it. But anyway, that's a different topic. So, Men's Survival Guide to Women, we've got lots of great advice for both men and women, and you can find us at survivewomen.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on the Single and Stiletto Show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you'd like to view the videos, you can go to singleandstilettos.com. And if you would like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. And if you would like to get our free report on the top 3 secrets that will attract any man, guaranteed, click here on the video below or go to singleandstilettos.com.